wars in Iran that's affecting gas prices, and now we're getting fuel surcharges on our food orders. And to add increased government fees on top of all of that is just it's just tone deaf and disheartening.
If you're planning to head to Service New Brunswick to register your vehicle, or to renew your driver's license, or to transfer ownership of your vehicle, expect to pay more. The province of New Brunswick has increased fees for many of the public safety and licensing services effective August 1st. So that would have been a couple days ago. But thank you all for coming in here with Excursions with Pat. And on today's news, we're going to talk about the public safety fees that has raised up the last couple of days. But thank you all for coming in here. Hit that like, hit the subscribe if you'd like to follow me here with Excursions with Pat.
Over 100 licensing and inspection fees are about to get more expensive on August 1st, which could cost hundreds of dollars. It'll even cost more to inspect this elevator, or gas, plumbing, and electrical. All those costs can pile up for residents and businesses.
Now, one business can have multiple fees increase for them, not just one. So, large firms can spread the compliance over many locations and spread the cost a little bit further out. But the small businesses cannot. Family restaurants, and you have health inspections, you have vessel inspections, you might have electrical inspection, you might have liquor licenses. All these things would be rising up.
Restaurant Canada says businesses are already seeing enough rising costs and are struggling as is.
The price of seafood is going up because quotas are being diminished because there's not enough stock at sea. So there's it's a perfect storm of different events, wars in Iran that's affecting gas prices, and now we're getting fuel surcharges on our food orders. And to add increased government fees on top of all of that it's just tone deaf and disheartening.
New Brunswickers looking to register their car, tractor, trailer, or motorcycle will pay more too. New Brunswick's 911 service fee is also taking a hike. The province posted the fee increases, and here's some that stand out. Electrical, plumbing, elevator, and gas inspections are tripling from $100 to $300. Liquor licenses will increase by as little as $20 and as much as almost $200. It'll cost you $1 more per page to get family and criminal case transcripts, and the 911 service fee will jump from 97 cents to $2.59. The new prices will increase the province's revenue by $45 million. Increases related to motor vehicles alone will bring in over $13 million more. The province says some of these fees haven't increased in several years, and the changes will help cover the costs of services. A spokesperson said in a statement that some fees have not kept pace with rising costs over this time, and the gap between the cost of delivering services and the revenues generated by them has grown unsustainable. Please note that even with the increased cost of delivering these services continues to be more than what is collected. The 911 service fee that the province collects through your service provider will go towards supporting next generation 911. This modern digital system will improve reliability, location accuracy, and accessibility while ensuring the service can keep pace with evolving technology and growing demand. A portion of the funding will help support services such as the Provincial Hazardous Materials Program and operational elements of the Emergency Measures Organization.
So now that Miramichi, New Brunswick, and all of Canada, we've seen enough taxes. I mean, not only the federal part of things, but the provincial part of things are even taxing us enough as it is. And a lot of places like McDonald's Farm lost their funding, and now they're adding more taxes to get more money. I don't know how much more you guys got for money, but the bank account's getting awful thin, and something has to give here. And a lot of businesses just going to end up closing. A lot of people are just not going to be able to go out anymore. Vacation, they're probably going to lose vacation time. But it's pretty sad. I mean, so today's hike, which would have been a couple of days ago, a raft of New Brunswick fees come at a wrong time, says business groups. Some inspections and license fees haven't increased for decades, provincial government says. So more than 100 fees for inspections and licensing in New Brunswick will jump up on Saturdays. Billing higher cost for residents and businesses. Increases apply to vehicle registration, plumbing, electrical, elevator inspection, liquor license, and justice symptoms fees. The province expects the increase to generate an additional $45 million a year in revenue. Higher fees and bolder pressure vessel inspection, including gas, will add $2 million to provincial venues. Family restaurants, you have health inspections, you have vessel inspections, you might have electrical inspections, you might have liquor license. So pretty much, if you own a bakery, you get the inspector coming in, your inspection is going to go up, your license is going to go up just to have a business. I think it's like $300 now, if not more. If you own a bar, you're going to pay more for a liquor license. If you need to register your vehicle or change over ownership to somebody else, you're going to pay a lot more. And it's not just a few dollars. A lot of it's double. So to find all this information and know exactly how much everything's going to cost, you just run over to gnb.ca, which is right here. Public safety fee increases. So the public safety increasing fees across several provincial acts to better support the costs of delivering services. So you can go on this page, it's got all the information, breaks down. So the overview, the Department of Justice and Public Safety is increasing fees related to several acts to better support the cost of delivering services. This marks the first board adjustment of many of fees in several years. Fee adjustments will apply across a range of services, including the NB 911 service fee, liquor licensing, vehicle registration, driver's license, and Chase the Ace licensing. New fees will come in effect as of August 1st, which was a couple of days ago. Expect 911 service fee, which will go into effect August 1st as well. So you can look through all this information. It breaks it all down. One of them we can jump into here. Motor vehicle. So you jump in the motor vehicle, comes up right here. So driver's license card fee for 1 year, it was $22.50. It's going to jump up to $25. We'll come back up again. Just for an example, we'll look at, say, gaming control. So the gaming control was $50. But here it says this year is $50 for prizes under $1,700, 3% for prizes over $1,700. So yeah, New Brunswick are going to pay a lot more money to live. If you're going to get any sort of public service of New Brunswick, be expected, don't be surprised, be expected to pay more. And as far as Facebook, there's a lot of people not very happy. So this is the Facebook page, New Brunswick Proud. New Brunswickers are facing new costs as the provincial government, which is the Liberal Party, Susan Holt, implements increases to public safety fees for various licenses and inspections. These new charges apply to everyday items like motor vehicle registration, along with critical business operations such as trades inspection. So for an example, if you're getting your home fixed, you need an electrician, you need a plumber inspection to do all this. Be expected to be paying a lot more. So business groups in the province are quickly voicing concerns, stating that these fees hikes arrive at the wrong time. They highlight the existing financial pressure On New Brunswick, families and businesses arguing that further increases will only expect challenges. This move adds to the economic burden during a period when many are already struggling with rising costs and living. But yeah, we'll go through some comments here. It's not a lot of happy people. Why not just add tolls? Use it, pay for it. Simply solution. How many times do you have to be taught that the same lesson about the Liberal Party? Someone cleans up their mess, you vote him out, then you vote the same bunch that made the mess in the first place. But I'm not going to read no more comments. There's a lot of people not happy. A lot of businesses are definitely not happy because you know what happens when a business gets charged more fees. Those fees are put on to the customers that go to their businesses, meaning they're going to have to revamp their menu. They have to change the pricings on everything, which takes time. They may have to get more boards, more new menu boards. They're going to have to do all that extra work. And not only that, they're going to get a lot more complaints from the people, the customers that come into their businesses. They're already not happy paying with all the prices that they're paying now, let alone coming into a store that they come there every day expecting to pay $10-12 for a coffee and a sandwich or something. Now it's probably going to be $14-15. But let me know how you feel down below in the comment. And if you really have a concern, talk to your MLA in your area. My MLA in my area is Michelle Conray, and she's the opposition of the Liberal Party. She's on the Conservative Party. And she voices a lot of concern that she's not very happy at all. So here's Michelle Conroy post, and she writes, tax increase takes effect August 1st. Free adjustments will apply across a range of services, including an MB 911 service fee, liquor license, vehicle registration, driver's license, and Chase the Ace licensing. And some of the comments below, always with another hand in the taxpayer's pocket. Another one writes, crazy, I still can't believe the registration cost for plate stickers in New Brunswick. I've heard multiple explanations for the cost difference between vehicle. With increase in cost of living all around in the province, they should have sharpened their pencils before increasing the public's costs in multiple areas. Gas costs are through the roof, $1.90 in New Brunswick and $160 in Ontario. It's hard to listen to seniors. It's hard listening to seniors in our grocery stores buying a bag of peanuts in order to get some protein because they can't afford to eat. But again, I feel bad for the seniors. They're on a fixed income. They're only making so much money. And for them to have to pay more, all these public safety fees are going up, which is going to affect everything right down. Do they care? Does this Liberal government care, the federal or the provincial? I think it's time for a change, folks. It's getting really difficult for even for a young family trying to buy a home. It's impossible. I remember when I was in my 20s, the wife and I had both a minimum wage job and still able to have buy a car and get a house. Now, both couple has to make $20 to $25 an hour, if not more, to even buy a house or even to buy a car. But anyway, yeah, it's affected now. We're all paying more money as usual. There's not much left. But thank you all for coming in here. Excursion with Pat. Today's news in the Miramichi. It's not great news, but you guys all take care. Leave a comment below. How do you guys feel about the new tax increase? It's not what we need. But take care, and we'll see you next time.